Historic flooding damaged a water plant in Jackson, Mississippi last month, leaving around 150,000 residents in the predominantly black city without any clean water.
It remained under a water boil advisory until just last week, and Jackson's mayor says that without significant improvements, the possibility of this happening again is not a matter of if, it's when. Now, here to discuss us, bringing the Jackson, Mississippi Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba. Mr. Mayor, thank you for being here with us, and tell us how you're doing just presently. Everyone has clean drinking water and no more boil advisory, so you're in good shape, relatively speaking, right now. Is that fair to say?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having me and thank you for lifting up this issue. We know that Jackson's only the tip of the iceberg. But as you stated, yes, there is good news to report today that all residents have had their pressure restored and we're no longer under a boil water advisory. However, this is the time frame that I become most fearful, where the urgency is sometimes lost amongst those that have to act to ensure that we have the capital improvements take place and ensure that we have resiliency, that we have dependability and equity within our water distribution system.
And to make those capital improvements, you say the price tag could be somewhere in the billions of dollars. How do you plan on getting the funds you need to make sure that you can ensure your residents have safe, clean drinking water?
Fortunately, we've been able to have the support of the top leadership in Washington, meeting frequently with the administrator of the EPA, even having conversation or a discussion with the president and the vice president themselves. And so, you know, we think that this is a rare and unique opportunity to actually get the investment or the dollars to make the investment in our system, and we have to strike right now.
Mayor, last week we heard from your governor, Governor Tate Reeves. He made this statement while he was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. We should mention, though, he does live in the governor's mansion, which is in Jackson. Let's take a listen to what he said.
I've got to tell you, it is a great day to be in Hattiesburg. It's also, as always, a great day to not be in Jackson.
What was your reaction when you heard your governor say those remarks?
Yeah. Well, I don't think that it reflects well on state leadership to make a statement about any city or any community that you serve. I've done a great deal to stay away from the partisan politics and focus on the matter at hand, and that is to ensure reliability and equity in our drinking water system. And so, you know, it is that type of mentality that leaves Jackson residents often feeling neglected, feeling as if the challenges that they've been crying out towards for decades now are falling upon deaf ears, and that there is no actual political will or recognition of their worthiness to have reliability in our drinking water system and other issues as well.
You're a population over 80% black, Mr. Mayor. Are your residents feeling that has anything to do with their neglect?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that it necessarily requires me to state the obvious. I think that there are a few matters that leave Jackson in this position. In fact, it becomes a part of the lexicon when someone runs for state office or statewide office, and they believe that you know, making a negative statement or expressing negative sentiments around Jackson lifts their profile. That also leaves our residents being neglected and not getting the equitable services they so justly deserve.
I think everyone can agree access to clean drinking water is a right, not a privilege. So we appreciate you. Jackson, Mississippi Mayor, thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.